melted already some molten metal, and that's like a platinum color of enamels. So it's already in the melting pot, and that is by Ranger. It's heated up to the highest setting, which is for embossing powders. Okay, so what I've done is gone ahead and die cut various shapes out of cereal box board and paper. It's kind of like a thicker paper from Petaloo. Okay, so I'm gonna just do half at a time so that I don't need any tools, but I'm just gonna dip. Okay, make sure I get all of it. I missed one spot there at the top. Okay, and I'm just going to put it on the wax paper to set, and then I'll continue when that's kind of dried and it's not hot anymore. I'll do the other half. Okay, so again, do the same thing with this piece. It's from a Spellbinder set called Sprightly Sprockets. Okay. Alright, so you can see how it's kind of bubbling there. How we're going to make these nice and smooth at the end is we're actually going to take a heat gun to everything that we've gone and dipped. Okay, so there's that. So this just dipping half at a time just allows you to not have to use a tool per se. Okay, just be careful because it is hot. If you have tweezers, feel free. Okay, and then let's try this fabric and see how that looks. Cool. Okay. And then we have this paper heart. Okay. And then we have this key. It's from a Spellbinder set called Antiquities. And also the crown is from that set, as well as this fleur-de-lis. Okay? So we'll go ahead and dip the top of the key. Okay, and then I'll come back later and do the rest. So let's see if these have... Yeah, see, that's not hot anymore. Okay, so I can go ahead and do the rest of the butterfly. So I'm just going to... Anything that's kind of got out of the pot, you can throw back in. So I'm just going to move the enamels down the pot so I can dip the rest of the butterfly. Okay, there we go. Okay, and if you've missed a piece, you can always go back later and fix it. But it dries really quickly. I should say it hardens. Okay, there's that. And just pick off the pieces that don't belong. Oops, I've just gone and dipped that whole thing in there. Okay, so I'll need, I'm just going to use this little spoon I have to get this out. Like a spoon, and kind of spoon this on, kind of like you're painting it. Okay. And the enamel just peels right off the spoon, so you're not going to ruin any of your metal tools that you work with. Okay, so next, these intricate pieces of the crown. Okay, the top, and again, like that, once we use the heat gun on it, it will just really make these nice and smooth. I'm going to go get the rest of the leaf. We'll try and scoop up some of this enamels. Okay, there's that. And the key. The key. Key. Okay. Okay, and our last piece is this last sprocket. So I'll just go ahead, maybe I'll use the spoon for that, just to get everything. Okay. So to protect my table, I've gone ahead and put all of our pieces on top of cardboard. Now I'm going to use my heat gun by Marvy Uchida, and I'm just going to melt these all a little bit so that they're nice and solid for us. Okay? So you'll be able to see, I'll start with the leaf. can see it starting to take shape now. Perfect. Okay, now the heart. Okay. Beautiful. And this is one of our sprockets. And the crown. Just pull away if you notice you're pushing the enamels too much. Okay, and then here's our butterfly. Okay, you see that holes in the butterfly are starting to free up for us, and that's what we want. Okay. Great. I'm going to go back and get the bottom half of this crown. Okay. Okay, so there's the butterfly. See that? So it's nice and thick. It's a nice embellishment. Okay, here's the leaf that we did, and it's still kind of moldable actually, because it's still warm. I can kind of push it into a shape, which is really cool. Okay, so I think I'll just do that. So there's a leaf. You can still see a bit of its color on the other side. Okay, so there is the crown. I'll take some close-ups too so you can see these. So this is the heart, and that's done with the paper mache. You can see you've got a little bubble there. So what you can do is go ahead, you can actually cut this where you don't want the extra enamels, which is nice. You can just cut right through it. It's really easy. Okay. So I'm just going to reheat these last three here again. The flour I didn't do, so I'm just going to heat that and see how that turns out. Oh, it's flying away on me. So I'm going to hold it down with this spoon here. All right. So we're good. We have created then lots of pieces of faux metal. Meant to look like platinum, and that is using molten metal by Shimmerz. Okay, so I'm going to take some pictures of these for you to see up close. Alright, so there you have it. Faux metal with enamels, molten metal. Okay, two-part process, dipping or kind of brushing with a spoon with your melting pot, and then using a heat gun to really spread out and smooth the enamels. Okay, so these are ready to, you can paint them and spritz them and put them on pieces of art. Okay, so last tip I'm going to show you with the melted enamels is I have silver fox in here and I've just melted a bit. I'm going to pour it directly onto the cardstock and then I'm going to stamp in it. Now we might need to reheat it with the heat gun. I'm thinking we will. We'll need to spread this out. Okay, so think about how big your stamp is. There's my stamp. It's a Unity stamp from a collection called Be Still. Okay, you can even just spread this out a little bit with your spoon. Okay, and get this all in there. Okay. Alright, now it's supposed to have that messy look. So now I'm going to take my heat gun. I'm going to push that around so it's big enough for us to use the stamped image. Okay, and this is very, looks very messy, but I don't care. I like that. You want to make sure this is all melted, so you don't want lumps in here, so when you go to stamp on it, it needs to be nice and all melted so it's flat. All right. So, here we go. Just reheat the section. Ready? Here goes nothing. All right, now you can just leave your stamp in there for a bit. Okay. Be sure it's safe to take off now, and let's see what we're left with. Cute. Okay, see how none of the enamel's stuck to the rubber? Okay. So, do you see that up close? I'll let it focus in. That's really neat. So what I'm going to do is, it says, "Be still, my beating heart." I'm going to spray some Shimmerz Eucalyptus Spritz, which is one of my favorite colors. I'm going to spread it. Okay. And then this layout, I'm going to use all those other pieces, well, not all of them, but some of them, to create a really funky layout. All right, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for pictures. Take care.